You could own this house without ever going through a bank. I'm going to show you how creative financing can make that happen. In real estate, subject to means buying a property subject to the existing mortgage. In other words, you're taking over the seller's mortgage payments without actually assuming the loan. It's like borrowing your buddy's car, but instead of a car, it's a house, and instead of your buddy, it's a bank. It's totally legal, although it might make some traditional lenders clutch their pearls. Here's how it works. Let's say Joe's seller wants to unload his house, but he's got a sweet mortgage rate from back when rates were lower than my chances of becoming a professional basketball player. You come along and say, "Hey Joe, I'll take that house off your hands and keep making your mortgage payments." Joe hands over the deed. You start making payments and voila, you own a house. Now, before you run out and start collecting houses like they're Pokemon cards, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, you're not assuming the loan, so the bank could technically call it due if they find out. But here's a little secret. Banks usually don't care as long as they're getting paid. It's like when your mom says she doesn't care who cleans the room, as long as it gets clean. Second, you're responsible for those payments. Miss a payment, and it's not just Joe's credit on the line, it's your new house at risk. So don't bite off more than you can chew, or you might end up living in a cardboard box. Although, if you play your cards right, it could be a really nice cardboard box. You might be wondering, where can I find these magical subject to deals? There's this awesome service called subtoyou.com that has all the homes currently available for sale under the Subject to and Seller Finance program. Leave your contacts and you'll get the most up-to-date listing of available homes. It's like Tinder, but for houses. Swipe right on your dream property. But why would anyone want to sell their house this way? Maybe they're behind on payments and facing foreclosure. Maybe they got transferred for work and need to move. Or maybe they just really, really hate mowing the lawn. Whatever the reason, subject to can be a win-win. The seller gets out from under the property, and you get a house without jumping through all the hoops of traditional financing. I know what you're thinking. This sounds too good to be true, and you're right to be skeptical. Subject to isn't without risks. But neither is crossing the street, and you do that every day. The key is to do your homework. Make sure you understand all the legal implications. Get a good real estate attorney. And for the love of all that is holy, don't forget to pay the mortgage. So there you have it. Subject to in a nutshell, it's not for everyone, but for the right investor, it can be a game changer. Just remember, in real estate, as in life, there's no such thing as a free lunch. But with subject to, you might just score a pretty sweet discount. Now go forth and conquer the real estate world. Just don't tell them I sent you. I've got enough competition as it is. Happy investing.